James for the untouchable, true school sports. Let's go, baby. Bow!
Be careful what you wish for because it can become a reality.
Yeah. Before I get out of here, you know what? Let me hit us with a cameo. True school! True school! It's like I'm putting the bat signal in the sky. Oh, hold on, chat. Hold on, chat. There he is. Hold up. Oh, wait, get in the frame. Oh, we got a True School is in Vegas. We got him. Got him. Supreme Cliente. Iron Man. Look, it's Ghostface and Raekwon on the cover of Iron Man. Or that's the only Built for Cuban Links album where they do that.
Yeah,
all right,
it is.
It's not Iron Man.
Good to be here, Sean.
All right.
I didn't think I'd be on the live.
That's right. I said, you know what? Why end the live prematurely when I got a superstar guest in the other room that could drop bars? Clout Chaser Olympics says best boxing commentator on the tube alongside Brendan Taylor, True School Sports.
Thank you.
Will P says 31 wins. So yeah. Champion said this broadcast is fire for real. Definitely got upgraded. I noticed all the super chats went a lot more once you came.
When I came?
Yeah.
No.
Stephanie Ray hit the 50. They started throwing 10s on me. Before you came, it was 2s and 5s. Now
I came and they said
Brendan Taylor shows up.
It's Puerto Rican.
Puerto Rican. I can't.
Hold on, let's show on live right now.
Oh shit! We always like to joke about Bob Arum talking about Puerto Rican fighters. You know, we'd have fights at the Garden with Cotto, and all the stabbings on the subway would just plummet when Cotto would fight at the Garden.
What did you say about how you were like, when Trinidad fought, it was like 50% less stabbings, but when Cotto fought, it was like 35%, so it wasn't quite Trinidad.
It's not the star that Trinidad was, but Cotto. Like he's always said, Brendan's Puerto Rican, okay?
Yeah.
But yeah, he would always say Cotto. Like he said Kambosos. We gotta promote Georgia.
Clippers.
Kambosos. Not Kambosos. Not Cotto. So yeah. And all publicity is good publicity.
Especially in this era.
But at what cost? You know, is more the societal point I'm making. Is that really what we want young people being drawn to? Is the Jake Paul, Ryan Garcia method of fame? You know, I don't think it's good forget boxing. Like, I don't think it's great for society. That's just me. You know, but that didn't begin or end with Ryan Garcia. That's a trend we've been working towards for a few decades now, well before Ryan Garcia was ever a professional fighter. But I hear your point. What do you think?
About what?
About him saying, Ryan turning heel made him bigger and in more eyes is good for boxing. It needs more characters, and characters are what makes boxing fun.
He's not wrong. Is it really good for boxing if a guy with that star power is suspended for a year and isn't fighting? Because as we see it many times with a lot of other fighters, like people move on. People move on quickly. We live in a 24-hour news cycle. So like if he doesn't fight for a whole year, I'm sure he'll tweet and he'll get people.
Does it not just reinforce that boxing's a joke?
Yes.
Because that's typically what people think of boxing in the mainstream, and doesn't this and Jake Paul just further reinforce that? Yeah, it's getting their attention. I'm random person who usually doesn't give a shit about boxing. Oh, but I heard about the good-looking Ryan Garcia kid who talked about the Illuminati and then popped for steroids. I heard about the Jake Paul, Mike Tyson thing. Like, that just continues to... Now we know the formula for boxing to make it on SportsCenter. Have a kid, miss weight, take a performance enhancer, talk a bunch of crazy shit, get busted for it, and now we can make SportsCenter because... For whatever reason, SportsCenter would never want to cover Raymond Ford coming from behind on their own fucking network on ESPN and knocking out. I remembered that as I was saying. That was on their network.
Yeah.
You know, Raymond Ford, young American kid, making his dream come true, coming from behind, knocking out this Eastern European on ESPN. Yeah, that's lame. That's boring. Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney and steroids.
It's like earlier you were talking about... Kendrick Lamar.
Jake Paul! Kendrick Lamar, Drake.
Like,
That's what I mean.
People
Like,
don't care about like substance in rap music or great lyrics, but let Kendrick put out a nice diss song where they say they not like us,
Right,
they
right.
not like us,
right? No,
that's cool.
No serious discussion about pedophilia in the entertainment industry or how the industry uses rappers as plants, or just sing the catchy hook and keep it pushing. Like, no real introspection about everything that just happened with Ryan and Devin. Just, bullshit. Like, and that's what Jim's getting at. Jim's like, now we know we have to appeal to some lowest common denominator shit for boxing to get any publicity. Don't believe him? Ask Jake Paul fighting 58-year-old stomach ulcer Mike Tyson.
That's like today. I was in an Uber today, and the top rank trucks were out there. The lady was like, "What are those trucks for?" So I told her there's a boxing going on. She said, "Oh, boxing." She's like, "Yeah, I hope Mike Tyson knocks out Jake Paul." And I'm like, "Here we go."
Here we go. My mom called me about that fight, and I'm like, Mom, why don't you care to watch, two guys in their prime fight for the title when they're hungry and want to be champions? She's like, yeah. So when's Jake Paul fighting Mike Tyson on Netflix? And I'm just like, all right, that's the world. Sean, I mean, not long. It sounds
One
like
fight. Tops.
I don't know.
He's already talking about fighting Barrios at 47 for the title.
Yeah,
and he was talking about fighting Barrios at 147 even before the Ryan fight. So he's got his eyes on that. Becoming a 3-division champ.
It's a good fight. I actually like the Barrios fight, and man, it's not an easy fight by any means, though. That's for sure.
It's a calculated risk. It's not Ennis, it's not Crawford, but it's a winnable fight against a solid guy who has a belt right now.
The glamour belt.
Yeah. The green belt.
The green belt. My Ryan Garcia shit sometimes. Except it's real when I say it.
Yeah.
It's not. Because I actually, the moment I knew that Ryan's not really for real about the New World Order stuff, I was at his workout in Dallas and I said, Ryan, you ever heard of Bill Cooper?
I need to know.
The guy who predicted 9/11 and all that, and then got found dead in his yard 3 weeks after 9/11 after saying this big terrorist attack will happen and they will blame Osama bin Laden. But it's not Osama bin Laden. It's the people controlling the New World Order, and they will use it to usher in more restrictions. And then that all happened. He said that in June of 2001, he got found dead in his yard. I think September 29th, 2001. Right. So I asked Ryan, because anybody into that stuff knows who Bill Cooper is. It'd be like, oh, I love boxing, and it's like, yeah. Are you a James Toney fan? Damn! Let's go. Right.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's where we're friends.
There you go. It's like, so you're a James Toney fan? He's like, no, I don't know who that is. Mike Tyson. You're like, oh, you ain't really.
Muhammad Ali.
Hey, you know what? Let's get a live look.
Put that seat on. Bensonhurst.
Hold on. I'm gonna show you what it is
with the
real
baseball
quick.
Bats.
I'm gonna show you what it is. This is me.
They make the Puerto Ricans look good.
Who's this fucking guy? Get the fuck out of here!
Fuck the Bensonhurst Italians with their pomaded hair, their nylon warm-ups,
I'll crack your
their
fucking
St.
head
Anthony
in.
medallions, swinging their Jason Giambi, Louisville Slugger, baseball bats, trying to audition for the Sopranos.
Crack your fucking head off!
Bensonhurst.
Fuck the Upper
Is that
East
what you
Side.
meant, Red? Let's say it again. Red, what Red meant to say in the chat was this.
Trying to audition for the Sopranos.
Crack your fucking head off!
Bensonhurst.
Fuck the
That's right, baby. Home to Paulie Malignaggi. Bensonhurst. That's right.
That explains so much.
There you go. Cloud Chaser Olympics says best boxing commentator on the tube alongside Brendan Taylor, True School Sports.
Thank you.
Will P says 31 wins, 0 loss. Tanking the angle. He's coming in. His punches come on the front foot, not off the back foot. So I think he's going to run into something at some point. And I think Gervonta Davis is the first guy to stop Lomachenko. And I think Lomachenko makes it a great fight. But I think he retires on that night. And he'll go out fighting the best on the biggest stage. I think that's a great way to go out for Lomachenko. What do you think, Brendan?
I think physicality makes a difference too. I think look at Lomachenko's career. He's never been the best at handling physicality. He's a classy fighter. Likes to get the angle on guys. So I think it'll be a great fight for about 7 to 8 rounds, and then I think Tank will probably figure him out, and physicality make a difference.
Does Tank get that physical though? Like he's not like Salido.
Like he's not
banging
Salido.
you on the cup and shoving you off in the clinch.
Well, okay, maybe not physical in the sense of like he uses his physical strength, but physical in terms of how he delivers his counter punches.
Yeah, yeah.
So
yeah.
if Lomachenko makes a big mistake, look at that one punch he landed on Frank Martin. I can't remember which round it was, but Frank Martin, I think he threw like a straight left hand, and Tank caught it and countered with the uppercut to the body, almost instantaneously.
Yeah.
So just stuff like that. I feel like the aggressive counter, maybe not physicality, but the aggressive counter punching the Tank, I think would.
Because Tio and Devin are bigger than Tank, and they rehydrate to a bigger size than Tank. So they were a little at times physical, but you're right. It's not like Devin was Salido or Tio was Salido in there. It was just their size.
Like he's not, they're not in the pocket mauling him.
No.
So it's one of those. But I think it'll be a good. I think if Lomachenko can get to those angles early, maybe he drains the Tank's energy a bit more, makes him have to fight a little harder down the stretch than he's used to, and he may just have one last great performance left in him. So I think it's still a great fight.
Yeah, he definitely. I mean, he definitely has a chance. I think the key is Loma doing what he always does: the feints. The constant feints,
mental pressure,
faking to making Tank bite on the feint and then bopping his head up with straight left hands. But Tank's got a good chin, and that's why I think even though he's gonna do his Lomachenko stuff, he's gonna have some great moments in the fight. He is gonna pop Gervonta Davis's head up with clean, effective shots off the feints. But I think Tank's gonna eat those shots, and when he's fast and accurate and skilled enough that when he lands, it's going to land with a different level of impact, and that'll be the difference.
The question that becomes is if Lomachenko has, let's say, like he has like a Devin Haney-esque performance against Tank.
Yeah.
Do the powers that be in boxing allow him to get a decision?
He's got to win 8. He can't win 7, and he's got to fight in the 12th fucking round.
He can't con his way through anything.
He didn't fight in the 12th round against Haney and Lopez. He's got to fight in the 12th round. If he,
I don't think he could. I don't think he could afford to give up like so many rounds in a row early in the fight, like he did against Tio. Against Tio,
well, that shouldn't be an issue because Tank doesn't throw a lot of punches early either.
We might get some of the boringest rounds in the history of boxing the first like 2-3 rounds,
but we might not because it's a knockout artist against a front foot fighter. Yeah. So maybe the action starts sooner. Styles make fights.
Sure, as they say.
Do the mandatory with Martin. Is some dirty work that they did, making sure it went to a purse bid before he got his O back. Because that, yesterday's price is not today's price. That $2.4 million purse bid was for a 31-1 Devin Haney.
It's true.
Not an undefeated super lightweight champion, Devin Haney. Fresh off a big pay-per-view with Ryan Garcia.
Because that O makes everything just so much more attractive for the networks and everyone involved. So, boxing's crazy.
Yeah.
Timing of everything.
Jamal Charlo. Get better, champ. 3 years. Devin, last month you just fought a guy on PEDs who knocked your brains around. You're going to have to make a fucking decision, bro. You're going to... Canelo, you good. David, everybody's asking. Stephen A. Smith is on First Take. He wants you to fight David. We don't want you to fight David. You're good. Devin, fight Sandor Martin or else. Or else. Just funny. Against the other champs at 40, and who could he beat? Well, let's see. You got Lopez, Paro, Haney, and Cruz. He's a live dog. He's a gutsy Australian.
I like him. I think if I had to pick, probably Tio.
Well, Tio is so inconsistent.
Yeah, and Tio, I wouldn't classify Liam as strictly just a mover. I think he's a well-rounded fighter who can do a little bit of everything really well. But I think he moves well enough and he counter-punches well enough that you could outpoint a guy like Tio.
Well, when Tio's right...
We just don't know. The thing is, it's hard. You just don't know when...
Does his style... Is that really the style that gives Tio problems?
What, movers?
Well, yeah, Paro moves, but he's a tough kid. He's trying to exchange a little bit in there, run his shots off. He's not slick. He's not a slick counter-puncher like that. He's a good boxer who has great conditioning.
Can counterpunch, can sharpshoot.
Yeah.
So Tio will get his chances to hit him with some hard, aggressive counter shots. But I'm saying if I gotta pick a guy, that's probably who I'm picking. I don't think he'd outbox Devin. Although they know each other pretty well, I know they spar a lot of rounds.
Yeah.
So maybe that works to his advantage. But I would probably, if I'm picking a guy, I'm probably picking Tio.
I pick the field over him, and that's no diss at Paro. I didn't think Paro would beat Matias, but I thought Matias was overrated.
You did.
So but no. What were you gonna say?
But if you had to pick a guy, of that bunch, who does he have the best chance of beating? I know you favor all the guys.
I think as of today, if he could get all three of them in the ring, it might be Haney, because Haney is he's got to get his legs underneath him again. He's got to get hit again and know everything's okay.
Yeah.
Right now,
Get his confidence back.
Yeah. I think Ryan shell shocked him a little bit, and Devin is going to need a fight or two to truly feel whole again and be the best Devin Haney he could be. So I mean, it ain't happening. Although there was some rumors that Devin petitioned to get a unification so he doesn't have to defend against the mandatory. There was some speculation about that.
When was this?
I just seen things floating around. How does Devin call himself a champion? Says DJ Furious. I'll unveil that to you right now. You ready for this, Brendan?
Go ahead.
He calls himself a champion because he is a champion. Is that because he is, as of today, June 20th. 2024, 6:05 p.m. Pacific time. He is the reigning, undefeated WBC super lightweight champion of the world. So that's how he does it. Pangiotopoulos. I think I got that.
Pete Pangio. He's probably
Pete Pangiotopoulos. He's Greek.
That's a Greek name, yeah.
He's Greek. We took all their culture from them. The Romans. We just took the Greek thing and made it our thing.
How does George Kambosos feel about that?
George is fine. He loves Italians. He's one of us. He's really Italian. He's not Greek. You didn't know that?
I didn't know.
You didn't know George was really Italian? When he lost the title, he was Greek. But when he beat Lopez, he was Italian that night. The Super Chat says, Prime Cotto versus Boots. How do you see it? Well, I mean, Boots has so much to prove. Cotto's a bona fide legend. The only 4-division champion from Puerto Rico. Yeah, Martinez was washed when he beat him, but Martinez was the middleweight champ, and Cotto knocked him out, became middleweight champion. So Boots has a lot of work to do to be considered amongst the likes of a Miguel Cotto, who is a great fighter. First Hall of Famer. I was there when he got inducted. But head-to-head, forgetting about resume, I might actually favor Boots. Cotto is 5'7". He started at 140. Boots is a big welterweight.
Who's going to probably be a 60-pounder one day.
But then again, man, I don't know, because Boots ain't seen nothing like Miguel Cotto. Nothing.
I hate to bring it up because the Boots fans hate when I bring it up, but he fought Karen Chukajan, who moved on him a little bit, and
Cotto's not going to do that. But yeah,
I know he's not going to do that. But I'm just saying, there's we saw something with the Karen fight where Boots still has some things to prove. That's what I'm saying. He's not a finished product.
Thank you, Pete. Pete Pangiotopoulos says, thanks, Sean. Y'all are killing it. Have a good night, bro. We're about to get out of here, too, in a second. But, look, head-to-head, just off the top, I'm actually... I don't know, man, because Cotto before the Margarito fight was a different animal than after the Margarito fight.
Correct.
By the time he fought Margarito in a rematch, he had recaptured a lot of what he once was, but not everything.
Yeah, it still wasn't.
He was still never quite the same as after the first Margarito fight. The Cotto that fought Shane Mosley and Zab Judah, I got to see Boots deal with some real resistance from a real top level fighter to act, because Cotto was impossible to shut down offensively. Even Floyd Mayweather didn't shut him down. Pacquiao, before he dropped him, was getting hit with nice left hooks and combinations. So nobody ever blunted Cotto's offense. Actually, the guy who came closest to it was Trout. In later years.
Yeah, when he was past.
When he was past, still had a little revive after that. He beat Martinez. He gave Canelo a good 12 rounds. But
I don't think Boots has ever been touched to the body
so I don't know.
Hit him with, so.
It's honestly, thank you for the super chat, but it's honestly, there's too many questions Ennis has yet to answer. We got to see Ennis against some real guys before we could say, oh, he beat Cotto. He shows all the talent and the tools to be able to beat a Cotto at welterweight, but let's see him fight some real championship level caliber guys, and then it'd be more fair to assess him in Miguel Cotto. It's been an hour and a half right on the button. Brendan, is there any gems you want to drop? Subscribe to True School Sports.
Appreciate it.
Brendan Taylor, over 75,000 subscribers. And he put it best. He said the difference between his channel and all the other boxing channels is he actually covers the sport of boxing.
It's true.
You notice, you will not get a live from me out of Kosei Tanaka, defending his belt. You're not going to get a live from me out of that.
Shiro at 4 in the morning or something like that,
But if you really about that boxing life, and you really care about 1 through 15 in all the weight classes, regardless of country or style, this is the best channel to go to, man. This is the best channel to go to.
And that means a lot. So it's always big when it comes from Sean. But I guess the final message would be just continue to support the sport of boxing. Try. Make sure you give these fighters, like we mentioned,
Steve Claggett.
Steve Claggett, right? Every fighter has a journey. Every fighter has their own path. Not everyone's not going to be the blue chip amateur who goes undefeated their first 30 fights. So just I would say, like, and it's not just a boxing thing. It's more of like a societal thing. We got to show some more respect and more courtesy for the blood, sweat, and tears that these guys give us. So,
yeah, well said, Brendan.
I'll leave it at that. Thank you for watching another video on the untouchable True School Sports Empire. I'm at the Boxing Hall of Fame out here in Canastota, New York. And for more great boxing content just like this video, make sure you click and subscribe right over here.